Right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome all of us to the launch of the ASPA Executive Institute computer-based examination platform, a platform that has over the period been developed to assist our students rehearse the process of attempting to write an exam using a computer-based platform. So many weeks and months of research has been able to go into what we've done. And we are very glad to unveil what we have put together for our students, especially our students writing the programs, the professional programs, because this is the way to go now. Globally, every or almost all the most professional bodies writing or conducting exams for students are now using computer-based platform. And just quite recently, we had our institute, that is the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana, almost coincidentally having a webinar to inform students and all stakeholders regarding the decision to go computer. And that is going to be the way forward as the institute prepares to launch a new syllabus, which primarily will be tested using a computer-based platform. So we at ASPA, a responsible tuition provider at the cutting edge in terms of leading technology in providing professional education, has thought it wise to show our leadership in this regard by almost immediately coming up with our own computer-based exam platform in line with international best practice, resolute, quite improved, and can offer the best in terms of processes or systems that can help students to at least in a way find computer-based exams quite easy to be able to attempt. So on the basis of that, I welcome all of you to our session specifically dedicated to launch this particular event. There's no ceremony, there's no introduction. It's just our virtual run. No guest speaker, no need to introduce anybody. My name, as you already know, is Sigmund Yevuga, professional accountant with ASPA Executive Institute. And I lead the team with ASPA to give you the best of tuition when it comes to professional education. So we'll begin the business. I'm going to invite my head of technology at ASPA, Michael Numo, who has been in touch from day one, and our other important lecturers and colleagues to launch this all-important platform for the world today. I must say the world because we are doing it for everybody to appreciate how far we have come as a team. So without much ado, Mike, if you are there, you can share your screen and then we can take off. If you can share with me the website so that we can immediately take off.
All right. Ellie, thank you so much. Good evening.
Yes,
good evening to everyone on the call. I hope you can see my screen. So I would first introduce us to ASPA Executive Consult's upgraded webpage. We had to augment the webpage so that we are able to do all that we are able to do now. So the webpage, as usual, is aspaexecutiveinstitute.com. And once you're on the webpage, there are various places that you can visit. CBE platform, which we are going to look at. Programs that we run. Bookstore, which is in the app, is also on the web. We have our job portal, which I will advise most of us, especially our alumni, to go through because we usually post jobs over there. So most of us who may be looking for job opportunities can still look at the ASPA Executive Institute webpage. and then we may find some job postings as and when they are available, and you can actually apply for them. Okay. You could also still order your books from the webpage, just like you can do from your mobile application. The same process. You just come onto the webpage, and then you select the book, you make payment for it, you are contacted, and then the delivery is done to you. We also are aware of ASPA's programs that we run, majorly ICAG, CITG, executive training programs, and recently the CIMA Global Qualification. Ellie, correct me if I'm wrong.
You are right. CIMA Global Qualification, yeah.
Great. So majorly these are the subjects that we are, or courses that we are championing. Under our executive training, we have courses like the practical accounting proficiency. We have Excel for accountants, financial modeling for accountants. We have the audit trainee course. Yeah. And Ellie, help me with the last one.
Oh, those are the courses, right? The trainee audit associate course, yeah, the financial modeling, and the practical accounting proficiency course. Great. Those are the three main courses we run. We also run corporate training. So if you have a need for us to train your staff, you will get the best accountant as ASPA. If you want to have people to mentor your finance team, just give me a call. I'll make your team very sharp. I can assure you. So I go ahead.
All right. So for what we are about to do this evening, I just want to take us through the process of getting onto the portal. Now, there are two ways of getting onto the portal. That is, first of all, by going to aspireexecutiveinstitute.com and clicking on CBE platform. Now, once you click on CBE platform, and you say go to the CBE platform, that opens up. It opens up the platform. We have two ways of getting into this platform. First of all, let's say you are not a student of ASPA, but you are just coming in to have a feel of our program, and you need to create an account. All you need to do is to click on create an account and follow the process of creating an account. We'll verify, you make payments, and then you can have access to the exams on the platform. The second option, which is what we are doing for our students, is that once you register for this certain intervention, we actually are putting you on the CBE program for the first time as part of the package for your intervention program. So in that case, you access the CBE portal from your mobile application. And once you access it from your mobile application, it automatically creates your account in the CBE platform and links that to the subjects that you've registered for in the mobile app. So for example, if you've applied or you've registered for FR, FM on the intervention portal or in the mobile app as your intervention subjects, once you access the CBE platform from the mobile application, it automatically creates access for those subjects on your CBE platform. And then anytime you want to access the platform, you just need to do that access through the app and you're okay, right? So I'll run us through the second process. So from your mobile app, once you open your mobile app, you usually see hello, whoever you are. So in this case, Michael, what do you want to do? You realize that I have CBE portal here. So all I need to do is to click on it for the first time.
So if you don't have CBE platform, Mike, if you don't have CBE platform, it means you have.
If you don't have the CBE platform, you just need to go to the App Store and update your app. You should have it. Because I think most of you have set your app to automatically update. So I'm sure majority of you will have it, except those who have not done that. So those of us who don't have it, just go to the App Store. You will see that there is an update available on the app. just upgrade it, and then you should be fine. Now, when you click CBE, it actually creates your account. So it says login link has been sent to your email. So this picks your email address from our current portal, uses that same email address to create an account for you on the CBE, and gives you all the access that you have within the app. Okay, so I click on OK. I go into my mail. Let me just open my mail on the side.
As Mike is preparing to get his credentials in the mail, this is actually your mobile app, the current mobile app you have. The process Mike is actually discussing is that all students who have already registered in the app, exactly, automatically, whatever access you have in the app has been integrated on the CBE platform on our website. So you don't need to go create a new account there. Go into your app, come to the user interface, look for the CBE platform. Once you click on it, this interface opens. And once you click on go to CBE platform, it will automatically generate a new username or username and password that will be sent into your mail. Is that clear? So that once you obtain that credential, you can easily use it on the website. Is that clear? So what we have tried to achieve is to have a seamless integration between our mobile app and our website, so that whatever access you have in the mobile app, you can have the same access on the CBE platform on our website. So take note, exams are not going to be done in the app. Please take note of that. Exams will be run on our website. Are we clear? And the connection is that for you who have already registered with us and have your mobile app, we are giving you that seamless interaction between your app and our website. Is that clear? So once you go to your mobile app now, the interface you have where normally you see your ICAG, CIT, bookstore, job portal, you see in there the CBE platform. Once you click on it, it brings you to this interface that Mike is actually showing you. And that interface, once you click on go to CBE platform, it gives you your username and password. Once you obtain it, you send it to your web browser, is that clear? And you are able to log in. So Mike, can you continue now?
Yes.
Good.
All right. So you notice that I got an email. Hello, we received a request to sign into your Aspire Executive Institute using the email address. If you want to sign in with your email address, then click on the link below. So all that I do is to just click this link, and automatically that will open the CBE portal for me. So let's see.
So Mike, the CBE platform opens automatically, right?
Yes, it opens automatically once you click the link from your mail.
So you have automatic access because you are already a student and
Yes.
have all the access that you need. Is that clear?
Yes. Yes.
So,
all right. So this is my portal. So because my account has not been assigned with any subjects currently, you notice that I don't have any registered exam. In your case, because you've registered for the intervention subjects, whatever you have would once assigned, because the exam is yet to be assigned, you notice all the assigned exams here, and you can take them as and when we allow access for you to take them. Okay. Now I'll sign out from this account because this account was to demonstrate how you can get yourself onto the CBE live system. I'll go into the admin system so that I demonstrate how to write the exam. Okay. My internet is a bit of a challenge. Pardon me. And MTN. Pardon me and MTN.
That's interesting. So I think you are very good on the demo. So you are done with the demonstration to our students on how to have automatic access to your executive or CBE platform.
Yes.
By your mobile app. Once you click on it, it takes you straight into your mail, and you have a credential to directly log into your CBE platform. And based on the registration you already have in the app, if it's an intervention you registered for, the specific subject you registered for, the specific exam will pop up in your CBE platform as you have in this case here. So you can see the CBE platform. This is a demo of somebody already having some registrations. Is that clear, Mike?
Yes.
So you realize that the registered exams are already popping up here. Mike, am I right?
Yes, you are right, sir.
Hello, Mike.
Ellie, can you hear me? You are right.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm right?
Yeah.
Very good.
So now this student has registered for certain subjects. So for example, they have an FR examination and then some featured exams that we put just for the sake of practice. Now, I'll take you through the process of writing the exam. So for example, if you look at this, there's a start time for the exam. There's an end time for the exam. There's a duration of the exam. And if you miss the start time and end time, then there's wahala for you. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
So it's like you having an exam at 8 a.m. at UPSA and you get there at 9. The same things apply when you are writing online. Okay. So when the time is due, all you need to do is to click on the view and then the exam starts. So you notice that you have a timer right here in the right corner of the exam that starts counting down your time and your exam has started. So exam start time, what you are supposed to do, whether your webcam is supposed to be on, because mostly when we are doing professional exam, we require your webcams to be on. So ensure that once you are preparing for, once you are preparing for future exam, you should ensure your PC you are going to use has a webcam. Otherwise, it won't be accepted for the exam.
Because we need external invigilation, right?
Yes.
Obviously, we can be able to monitor your movement whilst writing the exam. That is the reason for that, so that you don't move away, get other materials and come back. Exactly. So I'm sure that is the reason. And then the instructions have also been given, obviously, for you to go through and know what the exam is about, the instructions you have, the duration, the use of calculator. Do not refer to unauthorized website. If you try it, it will take you out. Exactly. If you try moving out to another website, it will not accept that. And it's part of the examination requirement. You must sit quiet, exactly, in a very lit room, exactly, and you won't be disturbed. Remove any unauthorized material from your workspace. Ensure you are alone during the exam unless supervised. All these are key technical instructions that are normally important for a CBE exam, and the standards are all there in line with international practice. Exactly. So we are good to go. Mike, can we run the exam now?
Start.
Time is good.
All right. So these are simulation exams. Mostly some of the, I think the lower levels of such professional exams come in multiple choice. And usually I hear the ACCA guys say it's picking kind. So once you finish writing, you know whether you've passed or you've lost, or you didn't pass. Once you get that from the PC, they tell you your marks and you go away. So you look through, answer what you need to answer. Okay, so I'll do Lotto, as we said in primary school.
No, Mike, you can't do Lotto. Let's read the question.
Okay.
Let me try to do
Ellie,
it.
who is going to answer? Not me. I'm not the
You must answer. So number one says this is an FR exam. So faithful representation is a fundamental characteristic of useful information within the International Accounting Standard Board conceptual framework for financial reporting. Which of the following accounting treatment correctly applies the principle of faithful representation? Standard question. You must find an answer to it. So Mike, choose any of them. Let's go. I don't want to answer the question.
Okay, I won't answer.
So choose any of them. Choose
any of them.
Yeah, so the second one says, which of the following statements relating to intangible asset is true? So you must go through. An intangible asset is IAS 38. If you are not aware, you must read through and understand the application of the requirement of the standard IAS 38 to apply it. Is that clear? Then question 3 is about IAS 10, events after the reporting period. It says, explain each of the following events occurred after the reporting date, but before the financial statement were authorized for issue. Which would you treat as a non-adjusting event? So you look through, you select accordingly in line with IAS 10. Let's go to number 4. So select one of them. We are just doing random picking. But this is a technical exam, so you cannot play cha-cha and think you pass. Forget it. Unless you have a very good faith. Is that clear? Let's go now. Let's go to number 4. Okay, Mike, scroll to number 4.
Ellie, can you see my screen?
No, it's not moving.
Okay.
Okay, number 4 says that Aspire owns an item of plant which has a carrying amount of so much. Exactly. The plant is to manufacture a specific product which has been suffering a decline in sales. Aspire has estimated that the plant will be retired from use 31st of March. And they give you the estimated cash flow, exactly, of the present value. So what you have to do is that the aim of this question is to test your knowledge on the requirement of impairment testing, exactly. So quickly, let's choose one. Let's move on to the next one. So if you have need for a calculator, Mike, what do you think?
So you can either use your manual calculator or you can use the calculator on the system.
Preferably, you can use the calculator on our system. So the portal gives you access to use a calculator to be able to do your computation. Is that okay? So you can do your computation. You don't need to move out of the system. You can do your calculation on the spot. Mike, try and let's see if it will work. Exactly. So 10 times 20, whatever. Let's see if it will work. Is that okay? And it's a scientific calculator. It has all the necessary logarithms and all of that for you to use. So it's a scientific calculator. You can use it at will. Is that clear? So you use it to confirm your answer, and then you go and choose your answer. If you have need for an Excel sheet, we also have the Excel as part of the web tool that you can use within the exam portal. These are some of the few features. We have a lot of features. We are just actually trying to show you some of the few. So for those of you who are going to write consolidated financial statement, for example, those of you going to do console, you are going to use the Excel to do your consolidation, because you have to copy your financial statement, put it in here, and do all your mechanics in the Excel spreadsheet. Exactly. Your group structure, your cost of investment, your net asset schedule, your non-controlling interest, all of that. You are going to do that tough job. Everything over here, no movement. You are doing it in Excel and submit your answer accordingly. So get ready. It's going to be interesting. So Mike, we can move out of the Excel. Let's go and finish our question. Exactly. For those who are doing auditing and all of that, we have models for every subject. This is just a test for FR, exactly. And we are only testing an aspect of it. It's not really everything. The features are many. We just want to do a demo for you to excite or get excited about what we have achieved with our computer-based exam platform, exactly. So Mike, let's finish up question 5. Let's select one, go to the next one. Have you selected for question 4? Yeah, select.
Yes,
question 5 also is there. You can select one so that we don't waste time. Question 6 is also selected. So let's select for all the others. So this is an FR exam. So you expect to see the issues are mainly computative. If you need calculator, why not? You just pick it up, do your calculation, and select your answer. If it is wrong, it's wrong. You can't force it. Now, question 11, right? 11. Go to 11. You don't have 11? Regarding the type, the need to type your answer. Did you have that added?
No, it's
Okay,
on
you
the
didn't have
section
that.
B.
Okay, we wanted to demo on the typing aspect, the one that you have
Yes,
to
it's on
provide
section B.
Okay, that's in section B.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are done with section A, right?
Yes.
Very good. So we can go to section B and then provide the written response. So for question B, I think the one that section B that requires the written response, right? So when you go in there, what is the question?
It says explain the difference between the positive and negative goodwill in accordance with IFRS 3 business combination.
You are supposed to explain the difference between negative goodwill and positive goodwill in accordance with the requirement of IFRS 3. So Mike, start answering the question.
Goodwill is goodwill.
Answer the question. I say goodwill is goodwill. In line with IFRS
3. Goodwill is the will that is very good.
You must be. You see this accountant, because he's not writing exam, he's not bothered about issues. So that's fine. But you type something, just put an answer there.
So Ellie, give me the answer.
Oh, why should I give? Okay, let's start with positive goodwill. Exactly. Okay, goodwill, maybe we can start with goodwill. Goodwill is obviously, we are talking about purchase goodwill in line with IFRS 3. Is the difference between the cost of investment, exactly, the difference between cost of investment and the net asset acquired, exactly. The net asset of an entity acquired, that should give you your goodwill, exactly. So a positive goodwill normally is when your cost of investment is more than the net asset acquired. Exactly. In line with IFRS 3, a positive goodwill, exactly, is normally arrived when the cost of investment is more than the net asset acquired. Okay. So then we have the negative goodwill, where the net asset acquired is more than the cost of investment. Exactly. The net asset acquired. So that's the opposite of the above. Simple. That's nice. So that's negative goodwill. So you have to go on. How do we treat positive goodwill? The standard says positive goodwill, you have to test for impairment. Exactly. If there's no impairment, the unimpaired portion will be disclosed as a non-current asset. Exactly. You test for impairment in line with IAS 36, sorry, IAS 36. Negative goodwill is normally called a gain on bargain purchase. So that should be credited to your income. So exactly, that's the expectation. You should have all these and do it fast. So Mike is typing, and I'm sure Mike is good with his typing skills. For those of you that you don't know how to type, very rough. So Mike, you are done, right? So we are good to go. So have you finished selecting all the answers for the other questions also?
Not really.
Let's select and finalize it, because I want us to see the conclusion of to this. Exactly. So make sure all answers are selected, and we can also preview our work. Is that not it? But we have a portion where you can preview your work, right?
Yes. Yes.
So when
so
you are done, let's
check your answers before you submit.
Very good. So kindly check that, and then we can finalize it.
Next.
So you can go back to review all that you have done. So I hope you've seen that. So this is the review to be sure of the answers you have taken. If you want to make a change, why not? You can do the needful. Exactly. So you want to be sure of what you have selected. Exactly. So on the basis of this, can we end the exam?
Yes.
So let's end the exam, take questions, and then we shut down. So you can see the beauty of it. A lot has gone into this, and I can tell you there are so many features. So Mike is submitting. He has confirmed that he wants to submit his solution or his work. Exactly. So,
and note that you can only submit once. I'm getting this error because I've submitted first before this meeting. So pardon me.
Okay. So you were refused access to sharing your
to submit again.
Okay. I think Rahman is on call, right?
I'm not sure. No.
I think I've seen his hand up. Rahman is on call.
Let me see.
I've seen his hand up. Yeah, Rahman is there. We can promote him as an admin, as a panelist.
Okay, I've done that.
Good. So that is it. So that's the end of it. So once you submit, you get your answer or your score. Specifically, there will be 2 scores. Is that clear? The portion that deals with the what do you call it? The multiple choice question, you get your answer automatically. Are we clear? You get your score automatically. And the one that requires a review is the written one, which once the examiner has reviewed it, it will be profiled back into your work for you to receive it. Is that clear? So basically that is it. So Mike, are we done here?
Yes, we are.
Very good. So
okay.
Raman,
Hello.
Raman, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm trying to delete that response that you provided earlier, so that you'll be able to submit again, and then
okay.
yeah,
So Raman, have you done that?
Yeah, I'm doing it now. It's
to
now
do that, and let's retake the exam. So once we are doing that, we start taking questions. So Mike, let's take some few questions, and then as we do that, one of our consultants will finish up with that, and then we come back. Is that clear? So there are some few hands up. Let's start taking some questions. Yes, my good friend Stephen, any question for us?
Hello, sir.
Yes, question, go ahead.
So I want to know the number of times that you can write a paper. For example, the FR.
The number of times you can write it.
Yes, we're using the portal.
Yeah, you can do it only once. There's no receipt.
You're talking go inside.
There's no receipt. You can only write once. Is that clear? Yeah. Yes, Nkrumah, Mr. Nkrumah, any question?
Yeah. Hello, Mike. Please, I think you can submit now.
Okay, so let's get Mike to do the submission. Mike, proceed and let's see. Good one. Exam submitted.
The answered questions, the way they are going to set the questions, and how we are going to answer them.
You will notify when the results are ready. So let's see. So Mike was able to score 50%. So raw score was 5. Your total score is 23. So that is it. So you are good to go. So the details are here. You were able to get 4 for the section A. Exactly. And also the section B, you got 1 correct. Exactly. So it gives you Mike, why don't you mute everybody? It looks like people are just
everybody now.
You said? Hello, Mike.
Yeah, Ellie.
Yes.
So I was explaining that you noticed that in the section B there was a written part.
Very good.
That's why we have a notification here that says waiting for review.
Very good.
That one has to be marked manually before marks are assigned to it.
Marks are assigned. So that is
those that are possible answers, immediately we get our results. Picking kind, you know if you failed or you've passed.
Lovely.
And then yeah.
Right. So that is perfect. So let's go now. So let's go before the questions. If you have a question, I will unmute you, call your name before you talk. So let's make it orderly. If I don't call you and you unmute yourself, I won't administer you. So once I call your name before you go ahead. Yes, Stephen, any question? Stephen, any question? Right. So we have Mark Lasite, Conlan.
Hello.
Yeah, Stephen.
Thank you. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
All right. Sir, I'm very, very grateful this evening for this special demo organized by our one and only Paysetter. Sir, my major concern is, so what of those who are computer impaired, like some of us who managed to sail through earlier on? So how would they be able to cope up with this current situation?
The good thing is that you've already qualified, so you are out of this problem. Exactly. Let's leave it for those who are still right. But what you need to do is that as an accountant, the aim is to ensure that we have a good soft skills, and that is what we want to do. Exactly. The kind of accountants we have now globally, the demand requires you to have a very good soft skills. And if you don't have it, you cannot meet the demand of the current trends. Exactly. So that is why exams going into the future will be computer-based. And the Institute has already begun that process to roll out this particular type of exams. What we are doing is to be able to also bring something in a way that begins that process to help our students, especially on our platform, to have that experience before we get eventually to that phase. Is that clear? Ebenezer, any question?
Yes, thanks so much for the application. I have two questions. The first one is that when it comes to level 3 subjects, are we going to experience both written and multiple choice questions? That is one. And
okay,
the second one,
deal with the first one first.
Okay.
You see, the problem we have is that in order for us to mark the script or mark your written response, it will take time. And we don't have the capacity to be able to meet that demand. So for now, we'll try and make it in such a way that we use the multiple choice, and also there's another approach we are going to use where you can be able to answer questions. Even though written, the answer will be the answer required will be a bit specific, so that even if you make a change to it, the system will automatically mark it wrong. Is that clear? So we are trying to build some form of AI that can see the answer and know whether it's correct and give you the mark. Is that clear? But currently, we don't have the capacity to mark all the script or all the type responses. It will be clearly not in very much something we can do now. Is that clear? Right. Go to the next question.
Yeah, the next question is that we talk about invigilation, etc. Sometimes when you are writing the exams, I mean, if you're, let's say, corporate reporting, and you want to put down formulas for financial evaluations, basis equity method, price earning ratio method, you try to put in the previous listing, you put them, you can write them in your answer booklet or even on the.
So I know where you are going to. So
yes.
Normally, when it comes to the written response, we normally create a pad or a written pad for rough work. Exactly. So if you want to put your answer, some of your thoughts, you want to organize them, put it there, you can put it there and then go pick them up and put it in the official response section. Exactly. But the challenge with that is that sometimes those things in your notes or those rough papers that you are putting that information, some of them will not be eventually submitted to the eventual answer you are submitting. I hope you are getting the point. It becomes rough work. You get the point there. So normally it is not part of your final submitted solution.
Okay.
So normally we advise students against using such notepads, the one that keeps some information. Because if you don't mind, put everything in the answer. When you are done, you can just delete it. You can just use your cursor to copy and delete the aspects that are not necessary. Because that rough work that you think is not part of the answer can be part of an answer that you may eventually be marked for. I hope you are getting the point. So just put everything in the response section, and that would be needful. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So
Thank you. This is just the beginning. There's so much we are going to achieve together. We just have introduced this so that we can build upon it from time to time. So that eventually by next year, I can tell you it will be a resolute platform for use by all our students. Is that clear? Hannah, any question?
Yes, I just want to commend you and your team. I think it's an excellent application, and I think it's an excellent demonstration I've seen. But I'm praying so hard that I qualify before I experience
qualify before this problem begin. Eh?
Yes, sir.
It is well. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Hannah. But for now, just enjoy it. It will improve your soft skills so that you can be able to provide responses as quick as possible in an exam. Is that clear? It's just for the fun. For now, just enjoy it whilst it lasts. Is that clear? So, Daniel Kuma, any question?
Okay, sir. I want to make a humble suggestion that once a good initiative, could you please do it? Maybe you give us the questions 2 weeks for us to answer, so that 1 month you give us overall questions for us to answer. I think that one will help us.
Suggestion well noted. Gideon, any question?
Yes, sir. Sir, this is wonderful. But my question is giving us how do do you log in? The login, you know, once an email will be sent to you, is it at all times or just one time?
No, one time you have access, it's automatic. You just go to your mail, click it, it will give you direct access.
So anytime you want to go there, you don't need to go to your email to go and click on the link.
Yes, because you can even reset your password and have it. Mike, am I right?
Yes. So once you get the first email, what we recommend is that you can just click on your account and then do a password reset so that you can put in a password that you remember. Then anytime you want to log on direct, you can just go onto the CBE platform directly without going into your email.
Yeah.
And then log in with your email address and the password you set, and that's it.
Yeah. That's great. So Africanos, any question?
For those of us who like to forget our passwords, always log in from your app. Yeah, you should be fine.
It is well.
Ellie, I receive over 30 password resets in a day.
It is well. Africanos, any question? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm here. Please, will you be allowed to use your mobile phone to do this, or it's only the computer and then this and the webcam?
We advise you use your laptop. Exactly. For now, we advise you use your laptop, and it's clearly having a security feature, so it wouldn't allow you to move out of the browser. Exactly. So if you move out of the browser, the exam automatically may end. It may warn you and end at the same time. So that's the security. So you cannot go to the internet and go and be looking for information to come and answer the question. It won't happen. Immediately you move out of the browser, the exam automatically ends. You can't cheat anybody. So that is it.
So what about students who don't have computers and then they'll go to
Africanos,
to go and do it?
Africanos. Yes. If you are here and you are in the process of becoming an accountant, whose company do you want to work with if you don't have use for laptop? Whose accounts do you want to manage? It shouldn't be a question at this point. This particular question, don't even ask it again, because the future is IT. Exactly. If you are going to work in somebody's office as a finance officer and you have no use for computer, you have already disqualified yourself. So better get that proficiency in order, because that is where the world is going. So if anybody is listening to me, the world is moving in a very fast pace, and IT technology is the way to go. If you want to be in the old quagmire of being the accountant that remains in the silo, it won't work now. The world is moving fast, and you must respond appropriately. You see the English I'm speaking?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, Ali.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I think you advise the use of broadband internet access. So
yes,
that, you know, but what I have observed, even the one that I have, when there is light off, my area, every 30 minutes, 1 hour light off. When there is light off, the broadband also goes off automatically. What happens when you face such a situation?
Make sure that your internet is very stable. Make sure your internet is very stable. Exactly. That's the only comment I'll make in that regard. So as I said, for the kind of exams we are running, even if you look at the global, like ACCA, right? Let me give you an example. You have an option to write in your house or write at an exam center. And they are dedicated exam centers. For example, the Kofi Annan, what they call it, Institute of Technology, whatever, ICT Center, is one of the official places you can write the CBE exam for ACCA. So you go there, the place is already set, computers are already there, the environment is suitable, you write your exam and exit. Exactly. So for example, we are doing CIMA. If you are writing a CIMA exam online and you want to write in your house, it's allowed. But just make sure that your hometown people do not enter your internet. Exactly. If something like that happens, you mess yourself up. So the best thing is to go to the exam center where you have a reliable internet, seamless connection, and run your exam without any challenge. Exactly. So don't do that to yourself. Exactly.
All right.
Good one. So let me see. We'll take 3 more hands and then we can close on this note. We have achieved our aim. We've made our impact. We can move on now. So we have Al-Hassan, right? Al-Hassan, any question?
Yes, sir. I just also want to add my voice in commenting Aspire that you're beginning is the sky.
Thank
And
you
are
so
doing,
much.
you are doing so well for us. But my only challenge is those who are good but very poor in ICT in terms of ability to write fast, whether the system will make it gradual such that those good candidates will not also be weeded out.
The system is not fair. Exactly. Because when it comes to the salary that you are receiving, exactly, does the system determine how much you receive because you are typing fast or slow? So it is fair to everybody. So you must upgrade your typing skills. So Sami, any question? Any question?
Yeah, Ellie, I think I am seeing a lot of opportunities in this. I mean, those who are computer impaired, it's an opportunity for them to upgrade themselves.
Yeah.
I have two questions. One is have answered, and then the other one I will ask. It's about the internet, challenges that we have in the country. I have seen two occasions where the telco system broke down. One of them, the entire country, you call something, it will not go at all. So it's not like my area. Everywhere it broke down.
Yeah.
So if you are in the exam in the middle and something like that happens,
yeah,
I don't know if
that is why for now, preferably the exam should be done at the exam center. I hope you're getting it. So with such facilities, they put in all safeguard measures to ensure that there's a reliable connection. Exactly. So for now, I'm sure even if the institute roll this out, they may not, for the time being, allow you to write maybe at your own space because of the challenges with internet. Exactly. So they will have.
Yes, Ellie, I understand. I understand that. What I'm saying is that this one is a telco, and I'm sure it's the same telco who supplies internet to the institute.
Definitely. But you see, even though it's the telcos, there are alternatives, right? There are alternatives.
Okay.
So you could have a backup system, which can allow you to use an alternative network provider along with your main network. Why not? So that it's all risk, and you are doing risk management, so you need to find a way to mitigate.
Okay,
right.
So
I agree. The second question,
Samuel, so for IT systems in terms of internet, so we did a setup somewhere where they actually needed 24 hours of internet. Okay, no drop downs. So there is a switcher. You put all the 3 or 4 internet service providers connection in there. The system weighs where the load is better and switch it there in such a way that the user doesn't even notice that there's a drop in internet, or it is switching from MTN to Vodafone, or it's switching from Vodafone to another service provider. You, the user, wouldn't even notice it. There's a device that manages that seamlessly. So I'm sure that with such exam centers, these things will be installed such that you will not have a problem with internet issue. Maybe if the fiber that is carrying the underwater whatever to Ghana cuts and there is no internet coming to Ghana, then that will be a general problem, and then they will take action from there. But maybe from ISP perspective, I don't think if it's in an exam center, they will not put in safeguards to ensure that you don't have that. I doubt.
Good. That's very excellent. That's very excellent. I love to hear that. Then my second question is, when you are in the middle of the exam and the end time for the exam is expired, but you are not done. I don't know.
It submits up to where you are.
Automatically where you got to. Yeah.
Okay.
We submit up to the point that you have ended. So that's
okay. It means that, once it expires, you can't even do anything. You can't even answer the question.
You can go back and change it. Like last week, somebody was telling me that the invigilators who are invigilating the ICS and some of them are not nice. Some of them misbehave towards students when it is 15 minutes to time. This one is not a human being invigilator. I hope you are getting
Yeah.
it. Taking the paper away. If you like, kill yourself. So that is it. It's technology.
I mean,
and technology is fair to everybody.
I see students are going to be sharp, just like our ACC. Sometimes when you do the comparison, it looks like they are ahead of us. But what you are bringing on board, I'm sure it's going to help us a lot. Thank you so much for what you're doing for.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So for our programs, this software is going to run for all our programs. For our ICAG program, for our CIT program, for our CIMA, obviously we started CIMA just for this diet, and we are already preparing students to write the CIMA Global Exam. And we're going to use the same platform for our students writing CIMA. So it's good news for our CIMA students. We have a Resolute platform to help them be able to practice their computer-based exam before going in to write the exam. So there are some other few hands up. Let me see if I can pick some. I'll be very selective. Let me see.
Ellie, we are exhausting our time.
Our time is up, eh?
Yes.
Okay, let me, because even there are so many messages in the chat box that we even have to read. I don't know what to do at this point. So maybe you let me take the questions in the chat box for now, and then maybe we can go back to the online. Somebody say, thank you very much for the session. Kudos to every member of the team. One of the challenges is the issue of internet. I think that has been dealt with. Ellie, please, can you decide your own scientific calculator without using the soft calculator? Yes, you can choose to bring your own calculator without not using the soft one on the screen. In case there's internet, that's what everybody's asking. Internet all the way. Somebody said, I wish to commend you for the great innovation. Aspiration is least with sufficient grace. That's on the good side. Please, will the introduction of video be uploaded onto the SPA for student familiarization? Yes, we'll do that. There will be demo videos that we'll actually share to help you, guide you through the exam. So don't worry. So the time allocated, is it 3 hours? Yeah, so for the demo session we just had, the time allocated was just 30 minutes. So that's why it was a bit brief and straightforward. Is that clear? So for all those who are registering for our intervention program, good news is that you have the opportunity to use the CBE platform for your dress rehearsal before the exam eventually. So that's the good news we have for all of you. And you automatically be put onto the platform. It's going to be automatic for all the subjects you registered for. So Rachel, what's your question? Rachel, go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Please, I want to ask that if you want to visit the washroom or something, would they make allowance for that, like time allowance for? Maybe it's not it's people that you can't keep.
For a computer-based exam, if you are writing at an exam center, it's allowed. You can use the washroom for you to go and come back. Why not? But as you go and come, the time is running. There's no stoppage of time for you to
There is no allowance. Hey.
There's no allowance. So better ease yourself, make yourself free before you sit down to write the exam. Exactly. It does not incorporate human feelings in this exam. There's no emotions. There's no human feeling. You are there as a human being, write and go. If there's any toilet that you want to go, do it on yourself there.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Right, thank you. So I think we can take one more. Mike, can I take one more? Paul, any question?
Sir, good evening.
Good evening, Paul.
Thank you for this wonderful initiative. I remember in 2020, I was really rooting for this computer-based. My question is, are there provisions for identifying students who will be writing from home? That maybe Paul, you are. Yes, maybe Paul, you are the one writing this paper.
Okay.
Yes, probably
that's why
any
you
identity
on your.
That's why we have the webcam. That's why we have the webcam.
No.
So we can identify you.
So the webcam.
Sally, probably you don't know me face to face, and if
no, it's facial recognition.
We have this facial recognition technology, so don't worry.
Okay, that's
so
well noted.
it will be built into the system where we have a facial recognition system. So when you are registering for the exam, it will take your image and obviously take cognizance of your features. Most of them will have feature of even the color of your eyeball to be sure you are the same person. And some of these security features are so advanced that African technology cannot overcome it. Exactly.
Thank you very much. That's very good. Very good.
Yeah. So let's go on. Alasan.
Yes, sir. And the last one, in case you are not able to finish, and you have.
Go ahead.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening. The Alasans are many. I think I was actually clicking two Alasans at the same time. So sorry about that. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. So we are grateful for this wonderful initiative. My question is that I just want to seek for clarification of one of the questions my brother asked earlier about the receipt.
Yes.
It's like you said there's no receipt placed on this one, which I didn't get it clear.
So if you write this one and you end the session, the only thing you see is the review of your answer plus the corrected answer. So you can review your script yourself. Are you getting the point? So it shows you your questions, the answers you provided, and the correct answer so that you can be able to reconcile the two. So that we don't have to now waste time for you to go and rewrite it and all of that. It's a waste of time. Are we getting it? But if it is an official exam, if it's an official exam, there's a likelihood that they may want to, they may not allow review. You may only get your answer after you are done. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. I thought it's our normal receipt. Thank you very much.
It will allow. Thank you, Alasan. So CAF now, I think that should be our second to last person.
Yeah. Sir, please, good evening. Please, my question has to do with if there is a power shortage, like light out. So in the course of the exams, probably in your house, there is light out. The time will still be running. And how would that be? Or let's say you are writing in the exam center.
Let's get the difference. The difference between you writing a mock exam on the Aspire platform is a different matter. When you are writing this exam, maybe ICA has a CBE platform. They will have all the arrangements regarding all of that. So let's not confuse the two. ICA surely will come up with a computer-based platform for exams. It's a different matter. What we have put together is a platform which is going to be a computer-based exam to help our students get acquainted with such systems before eventually the institute come out with this. So if you are writing in your house and there's a light off or there's anything, it ends the exam automatically.
It's mock.
It's a mock. There's nothing to kill yourself about.
You won't kill yourself over it.
Not kill yourself. There's nothing to kill yourself. It's a mock. It's for crying out loud. I hope you are getting it. You just move on with life. Okay, so that is it. So let me take, I think, Walter. Walter is one of our students for CIMA. Walter, any question?
Sir, so far so good.
So far so good, eh? Thank you.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Abagna Francis or Emmanuel.
Ellie, we have exceeded our time.
Right. So I think we can call the shot now. So Mike, I think we are done.
Yeah.
Essentially, we've communicated what we want to achieve. There will be demo videos subsequently to guide you. Is that clear? So this is just the initial launch. We'll come back to you again with more improvement to help you to be able to navigate the system. Is that clear? So on the note, we are good to go. Thank you all and have a very blessed evening. Bye-bye.